Night news, and indeed it is a dark day for the medical practitioners or fraternity after 4 doctors succumbed to the coronavirus pandemic, bringing the total death toll of doctors who've died from the disease so far to 9. Now KMPDU have convened a special National Advisory Council meeting on Sunday to chart the way forward on the matter. Our reporter Zainab Mohammed will be having all the details on that, but first let's take a look at our top stories tonight. Tonight, 4 doctors among 21 people killed by COVID-19 in Kenya in the last 24 hours. Education CS George Magoha says no one is perfect in response to his idiot slur on an education officer, but insists he is at the ministry to stay. And 4 people killed in 3 separate incidents in Machakos and Busia counties. A very warm welcome. My name is Mumbi Chege. Our sign language interpreter for tonight is Faith Chaptile. Now, 4 doctors were among 21 people who succumbed to COVID-19 in the last 24 hours. KMPDU Secretary General Chibanzi Mwachonda says the total number of doctors who have succumbed to the virus has now risen to 9. Meanwhile, Narok County has now recorded a total of 389 COVID-19 cases, 24 of which are from the Narok GK prison. Zainab Mohammed with the details.
A total of 4 doctors have succumbed to COVID-19 in the last 24 hours. This is according to KMPDU Secretary General Chibanzi Mwachonda, who says the death of Dr. Emara Ashraf, Dr. Hudson Alumera, Dr. Jacqueline Joroge, and Dr. Faith Kanjiru Mbuba raises the total number of doctors who have succumbed to the virus in the country to 9.
Madaktari ambao tumepoteza kwa sasa hivi wote ni madaktari ambao tunaita specialists. Kaunti hii ya Kakamega umepoteza specialists 3. Wa kwanza alikuwa Dr. Doreen Adisa Lugaliki, tulimzika mwezi Julai Lugare. Leo, and I'm informed, the best man to Dr. Lushula, Dr. Hudson Nyangala, hapa Butere anazikwa. Na hapa pia tunazika. Na Eldoret tunazika another specialist, Dr. Emara Ashraf.
Mwachonda, who was speaking during the burial of Kakamega's famous Dr. Daniel Alushula, says it is now time that the government takes seriously the welfare of health workers who are on the front line in the fight against coronavirus.
Wamechoka kuhatarisha maisha yao. Serikali itupatie vifaa kinga, ilipe marupurupu ambayo tunaita risk allowance, ihakikishe kama madaktari wataweza kupata matibabu bila ya kulipa pesa yoyote.
The Doctors Union has convened an urgent advisory meeting tomorrow to deliberate on the way forward. Meanwhile, Narok County has recorded a total of 389 COVID-19 cases, 24 of which are from the Narok GK prison. This is according to Health CEC Morgan Siloma, who has urged area residents to follow COVID-19 guidelines in order to avoid contracting the deadly virus that is currently on the rise.
Since the 13th of June, when we got our first case, we've now registered 389 cases of COVID, who are either in our isolation center in Olulunga or are in home-based. As you are aware, from the time the home-based protocols were introduced, we've been encouraging people to go for home-based. We had our first case in the prison, and we were able to take about 200 samples for testing. And out of that, another 23 turned positive, so we had about 24 cases.
This even as the total number of COVID-19 cases in the country rose to 69,273 cases after 1,080 people were reported to have contracted the virus in the last 24 hours. 542 people have recovered as 21 more people succumbed to the virus. Zainab Mohammed, TV47.
And education